morning, everybody, and happy day 3 on our road trip. So we had a wonderful night last night. I will tell you more about that soon. But today we're just kind of like, I think it's just like the whole atmosphere here, and we had, 2 long days on the road. And so we're just like super relaxed and just, I don't know, feeling kind of lazy and comfy and cozy. So today's whole thing was actually to acknowledge that we're not going too far. We're already in Arles, just outside the city village. So we're just going to go into the village today and wander around. I'm going to share with you actually a walking tour. It's a fantastic tour put on by the tourism office, and there's a map with it in both French and English. And so we're just going to kind of just chill out a little bit, wander around, see Arles. We've both been here before, but we like this area a lot, so that's why we're back down here. And take the girls for a walk and stretch our legs because they've also been in the car for 2 days. And then get some groceries and just come back, barbecue, hang out by the pool. This is kind of more of a chill day. So we're gonna go into Arles together, you and I. We're gonna go and wander around. And I think my outfit today also kind of just like really represents the mood that I'm in. So I'll post about that now too, okay? Bisous, see you in Arles. All right, so this walking tour starts at the Office of Tourism here. We're gonna cross over this street. We're just in the center of Arles, right next to the parking garage that I showed you. So it's just about 1:30. I'm gonna time this for you guys so that if you want to do this walk yourself, we know how long it takes. The paperwork says half of a day, but I don't think it's gonna take that long. So here we are again, starting at this Office of Tourism. We're gonna go to the first spot. So the Office of Tourism is right over here. Like literally, we're just coming around to this street right here, but look at it. The volets. Look at this, guys. And the birds. Okay, so this is super easy. We just walked up the street and look, you've got a sign that you're in the right direction. Do you see it right here? I'm gonna go into this building, Hotel Dieu. Okay, so here it is, Espace Van Gogh at the Hotel Dieu. That's what you're looking for. So here is the painting that Van Gogh did in April 1889. And I'm basically standing right where this is painted at. This was the men's ward, this right-hand side. And Vincent was interned here several times. He was interned in this Hotel Dieu because of his mental problems, and he had just recently cut off his ear. He was treated by Dr. Felix Frey, and Vincent painted his portrait. He lived in this men's ward on the right side, but on May 8th, 1889, Vincent left Arles for the asylum in Saint-Remy de Provence. And that is where we are going tomorrow, Saint-Remy. Just so happens to be. Now, Vincent arrived in February of 1888 to Arles. And part of the reason why we're doing this walking tour is because so much of Arles inspired his works. In 15 months, Vincent Van Gogh painted over 20 paintings per month, over 300 works of art. All because Arles inspired him so much. I think I can understand why. And look at the blue sky. That's one of the things I just absolutely love about the south of France and that's the reason why you have so many amazing painters who came down here. The quality of the light is just incredible. It's hard to explain. It's like this crisp, bright white. I think these trees might even still be the same. What do you think? This one? Perhaps right here, this one? And just so that you know, look, you've got a beautiful little cafe right here if you wanted to plan and time this so that you arrived a little bit before lunch. And you could sit here and admire the garden. It's so quiet and perfect here. What do they have? A tart. Look at this. Okay, so you got a tart, a salad, and dessert, house made, or cafe for $12.90. It's not bad. You've got fresh pasta with chicken and chorizo, and filet mignon de pork. There you go. So now you know how much that costs and what they have, the kind of food that they serve. And just a little reminder for all of you, you know, the girls are with us, and so everything that I've chosen is pet friendly. So those of you, and myself included, who love museums, we're not going to be doing much of that right now on this trip because the girls are with us. So, but I think you'll still love everything that we get to see. Everybody, do you remember one of my big rules? Always look up. Look at that sign right there. How cool is that? And just the old volets. I'm gonna scroll back out for you. There you go. And then turn around for you. Look at this. So cool. Okay, so I took you guys here as part of the walking tour, Place de la Forum, because of this. Now, if you are fans of Van Gogh, this might be sparking something in you. You might be recognizing it. It's because of this super famous painting, Starry Night. Look, September 1888 was when he painted this. And remember, he got here in February. I'm gonna come around to this side so you can kind of see it. We kind of have the same perspective. So we just, Jeff and I just had a glass of rosé there, just so that we can say that we had an opportunity to sit at the restaurant. But I will say that in places like that, I tend to not eat the food because the prices are so high. It's very touristic, and the food's actually usually not that great in places like that. I also wanted to show this and point this out. I love down here this color. It's like a salmon color against the blue shutters. You find that down here a lot. So we are continuing on our Van Gogh tour. We're gonna walk up this little street right now and take you to the next stop. So here we are at our next stop, number 3, the Trinket Tie Bridge. This was painted in October of 1888. And here we are. It says here that the tones of this painting are a little dull, but probably because it was the nature of the day that he was here in October. You know, you think about, it's not this sort of weather that you're having, but maybe a kind of overcast day after summer. You got the gray, it actually says in an excerpt from the artist's letter that the painting was done on gray morning, and the stones, the asphalt, the pavement was gray. Everything's like super emo about it, but you know, here we are. This is part of the walking tour. Number 3, the Trinket Tie Bridge. So number 4 is another bridge painting, but it's just a different perspective. You can see right here the bridge. And this was painted in June of 1888. Let's see. There you go. The perspective of the bridge right there. It's saying that, so this is the Roan River, right? This is the Roan River. And you've got all sorts of different perspectives in the painting itself, right? So you've got people coming up, I mean, just right here, right? I mean, perhaps, what do you think? Something close to that at that time? And people up on the wall right here looking down. And I love the sailboats right here, just coming right there underneath the bridge. I'm sure my camera isn't doing this justice, but the blue from the sky is just reflecting along the river. It's just so pretty. So we're just walking along the canal, following the walking route. It seems like between each stop is only about maybe 6-7 minutes. All right, guys, number 5 is Starry Night over the Roan. You probably recognize this one before. This was painted September 1888 and probably has this perspective, right? Can you see the bridge and the painting and the sheen of the water? Sort of giving us the same sort of feel. You see how the rampart kind of arches there off to the left, and you've got the same situation right here. So this is number 5. So I'm sharing with you this old stone entry in port because this square is not so interesting. It's actually very modernized now and a shopping center, but this was where Van Gogh used to live. There was a yellow house here. This is what it looked like. Isn't that sweet, this painting? September 1888. But let's pretend that it was somewhere along here. Why is it not here anymore? Well, the Yellow House was bombed in 1944 during the war. So all right, so now that we've done visiting the supposed location of Van Gogh's house that doesn't exist anymore, we're gonna continue on to the amphitheater, which you guys are going to love. You see the amphitheater? All right, so as we are approaching the amphitheater, I wanted to show you guys the tour. So we are at number 7 already. And it seems like between each stop, we only have about maybe 5 to 6 minutes of walking. It's taking us longer because we just stop for our wine and pictures, and we're just kind of being a little slow and lazy about it. All right, so as we approach the amphitheater, I wanted to share this with you. Now, we're not going to go inside of it because it's not open right now, but next weekend, so this is what the painting is showing, the big grandstands of the interior of the amphitheater. And this painting was painted in December 1888, the arena in Arles. So this historic arena, I'll show you guys a little bit more. There's a big festival that happens here every year. And when I announced this road trip, that photo was taken on the inside. We attended the grand festivals one year here, and it really is quite something. So I do have videos and photos of our experience in the amphitheater. I'm a little hesitant to share that with you because it's not exactly a bullfight, but it's very similar to that. It's a very traditional exhibition that they do here every year. This year it's canceled because of COVID. This old amphitheater has so much history. It's just incredible, and the inside is magnificent. So stop number 8 brings us all the way back to where we parked, and this painting was painted in September 1888. It's the entrance to the gardens that we're standing in right now. It says here the summer garden with its tall trees, just as today. It's kind of a haven and still is for people who live here. And it feels quite a bit cooler here. We were just on the streets. The girls are getting a little hot, and so we're gonna skip number 9, but I'll show it to you. Number 9 is a 10-minute walk from here, and kind of an addition. So I feel like we did our big loop, which was our goal today.